We are continuing with the project Likkutei Sichois, learning Sicha of Parshas Vayeira, Chelek Chof, first Sicha of Parshas Vayeira. It's a very special Geschmack Sicha, very special Sicha. The Rabbi takes a story that with the Rabbi Moshe when he was a child and makes from it all matamim. Poshet the Geschmack what the Rabbi makes from it. Most important is for the whoever is listening to it, whoever is here, whoever is going to listen to it, how to be mechanech our kids. And there's poshet praktisch way how to raise kids as supposed to be, and they should grow up to be as we want, as the Rebbe wants, as the Rebbe should want. Okay. Ois Aleph. What in Kama poemim that sailed the people from Rebbe, the Rebbe spoke about it a lot of times. This is one of the Sichas, that's in the Likkutei Sichois itself, a few Mugadik Sichas of this story. What in Kama poemim that sailed the people from Rebbe Shab nicht Moshe, was passiert, when es given a kind from 4 or 5 years, Shabbos Parshas Vayeira. A story that with the Rebbe Rashab, and was either 4 or 5 years old, it can't be more, because he was born in Chof Cheshen Shnas Kisro, and Tov Reish Chavov, Yud Gimel Nissen, the Rebbe Tzemach Tzedek passed away, so he was either 4 years old or 5 years old, couldn't be anymore. So obviously not 3, it was 4 or 5. Der Rebbe nicht muss in dieser rein zu sein, Seden Kvit, durch das Moor Tzemach Tzedek, zu Mekabel sein, die Broche, Bescheiches und Sarim Aledes. It was the same as this year. Shabbos was Shabbos Parshas Vayeira, was Chof Cheshen, so he came into the Rebbe Rashab, Tzemach Tzedek, der ist gemacht Broche. Und hat sich voneinander gewinnt, and he started crying. Sagen dich, what did he say? Verwas hat sich der Rebischter bewiesen zu Avrom Avinu und zu uns beweist er Sache nicht. Zu mir. That's what his question was, that's what he was crying. Und der Tzemach Tzedek geämpft, Tzemach Tzedek answered them, as Aid, there's 2 versions of the story, either just Aid or Aid Tzadik. Zu 99 Jahren machen, dass darf sich mal sein, is a word, as the Rebischter soll sich beweisen sein. A Jew that is 99 years old, and he decides that he has to make a bris, he's worried that the Rebbe should reveal himself to him. Oisbeis. Now the Rebbe is going to go in to say, what is it? It's a story of a 4-year-old. What do you want from it? What is going to teach us? The Rebbe says, very geschmack. Spuri Rabbi Seinen und Seinen Bechlal befragt. Sie welche sie allein uns Megale gewähren, al benas lefarsim haben, seid doch sicher mit durch, bechol protect. Any story that we know about the Rabbi, and especially a story that they gave us over. The Friedrich Rebbe told us the story to be advertising it, to tell it to everybody, to publish it. For sure, that is very precise in every detail. I feel the Sipurim welchem passiert bekatnusom, even the stories that happens when they were little children, is davon Gufe, was Rabbi Seinen und Seinen erzählt die Sipurim, especially that they told us the story, befragt, al pi Maimar Chazal, the Gemara in Broches tells us a story, and the Gemara says, Butzin, Mekatve Yediyeh. What does it mean? There is, I think in English it's called pumpkins. In Lashon Kodesh it's Dla'at, Dalet Lamedayin Tov. I think in Yiddish, I don't know if you have to know in Yiddish. By us in Yerushalayim, they used to call it Kalevasa. That's what the name of it. But it's in English it's pumpkins, in Lashon Kodesh it's Dla'at. So the Gemara says, a story. Abaye and Rove were 2 little children, probably in the same age as the Rebbe Rashab, and they were sitting in front of Rabbi. So Rabbi asked them, "Were you benching? Who are you benching to?" So they said, so they wanted to answer. So Rove raised his hand and he showed on the ceiling. I mean the Eibishter. Abaye told them, "Come outside," and outside he showed them an heaven at the Eibishter. So he told them, "Both of you are going to be growing up to be Talmidei Chachamim." So the Gemara says, "How do we know?" Because Butzin Mekatvi did there's only one thing that it's called pumpkins, that when it's very big, when it starts coming out, you could see already what's going to be when it's going to be big. It's going to be good or not good. So Butzin, pumpkins, as soon as they come out with katve, as soon as they come out from their, they start growing, Yediyah, we know what they're going to be. Same thing he told to Abaye Rove. Same thing the Rebbe says with the Rebbe Rashab. Even when he was a little child, we could already say that he's going to grow up to be the Rebbe nicht Moshe. Ich verstandig, als ich seine nicht nur an von welchem wir können rausnehmen in Avodas Hashem, also wie man darf rausnehmen von jeder Sache, was man sagt oder man hört, also enthalten natürlich mit Juchat, weil man darf lernen. So obviously, a story that tell about the Rabbi, for sure you have to learn from it, because the Baal Shem Tov says that from everything that I sees or hears, he has to learn how you go. Especially here, when you talk about the Rebbe, with the story that Butzin Mekatve Yediyeh, we have to go with every detail and see what we could learn from it. Is in dem Sipurom und nicht verstanden. The Rebbe is going to ask a question on the Rebbe nicht Moshe. Then the Rebbe is going to give 3. Yagdel Teuro V'Yad, the Rebbe is going to try 3 answers. He's going to say, I can't use it. 3 Geschmack answers. Said we can't use it. And then the Rebbe is going to come to his Chidush. What was here the story? What the Rebbe Rasha best? And in one of the 3 truths that the Rebbe is trying, the Rebbe is going to have 2 questions on the Tzemach Tzedek also. Is in dem Sipurom und nicht verstanden. Wer war question? Vayeira Hashem el Avrom steht schon friert und 2-mal in Parshas Lech Lecho. Boy nicht Elohim. It says 2 times in Parshas Lech Lecho. One time, the first time it says Vayeira Elo Hashem, Vayeira Hashem el Avrom, Vayeira Lazaracho etenes Oretz Azois. This is one. Then there's another one also. Was ist gewesen die Brief von Rabbi nicht Moshe auf dem was der Rabbi steht zu bewiesen zu Avrom Avinu und zu uns ihm beweist er sich nicht bei Kesher mit dem Posik in Parshas Vayeira und nicht von Parshas Lech Lecho. Beautiful question. If you have a question, the Rebbe is revealing himself to Avram and not to you. You should have asked it by the first time or by the second time. Why waiting for the 3rd time? Doesn't make any sense.
And then we wouldn't be able to give the answer that he had to risk because before.
That's when he went in the city. Going
Right. Good. It's coming up. It's one of the answers. He came to ask the Rebbe, the Zaydi, the Tzemach Tzedek, how come he revealed himself to Avram, not to him? Okay. So the Rebbe is trying to give the first answer. Wegen dem 2. Mal Vayeira Hashem el Avram von Parshas Lech Lecho, kann man sagen, als der Rebbe nicht was sagen, der Chefscher der nicht gelernt im Posik, jetzt der Posik ist gemacht in Sium Asetre, wie es 40, bekam man mit der Seder Alimut, mit Kinder, als man lernt mit jeder Woche nicht nur Atel, but the second time of Vayeira, he maybe didn't learn it yet, because you take a 5-year-old or a 4-year-old, you can't learn the whole Parsha, but you want to give him a taste of the Parsha, so you learn at the beginning. How does this is in the beginning of the Parsha, it says Vayeira Elo Hashem, in the part that he probably learned already, so maybe on the second time he doesn't ask, is understood, but don't just on the first time. But yeah, I said. Yeah. Okay, aber wenn ich zum ersten Mal Vayeira Hashem el Avram, about the first time, but steht in der Trolas Hasedra, it's beginning of Parshas Lech Lecho. Posuk number 7, very good. Lech Lecho, yeah. Oder doch Jodemot gelernt. He learned it already, it's only 7 Psukim, he learned it. Ist verwurstet sein voneinander, wenn sich nicht gekommen, bekesher mit dem Posuk, very Geschmack, so the question steht. Ausgeben. Parshas ist schlimmer dem Tam. Wenn rein zum Tzemach Tzedek zum Kabel sein die Broche bescheiches mit dem Yom Holedes, ist das gewesen bei Shabbos Parshas Vayeira, und hat darüber gefragt auf der Minje, was hat gelernt, demol. Was Shabbos Parshas Vayeira. What did he learn in school in the first few days before Parshas Vayeira? He learned Vayeira Hashem el Avram. So yes, dann this Parsha. Und dem was hat demol gelernt, demol, und Vayeira was steht in Parshas Vayeira, Maschenken in der Woche, was in Parshas Lech Lecho, ist nicht gewesen als Sibber für eingehen zum Tzemach Tzedek. There was no reason. Shabbos Parshas Vayeira went for his Yom Holedes. Other days he didn't go. Just interesting to learn footnote number 8. Very geschmack. Aber Reise war sich ist keiner Tofshin. Kein Tofshin. Als bin alt gewesen 4 Jahre, Rabbi Rashab says, when I was 4 years old, bin ich alle Tage reingehen zu dem Seden. We used to go in every day to the Tzemach Tzedek. What I would say, what we could answer maybe, when the Rebbe said, Yagdel Teuro V'Yad, always at Mimim in this, I think we could answer. He went in every day, but it was not his Yom Holedes. It didn't come for a broche, and it didn't come special for his Yom Holedes, so he didn't ask. Came Shabbos, it bothered them, by his Yom Holedes, how come the Rebbe was not revealing to him? Okay, but anyway, in the Sicha we have that it was Shabbos. What Shabbos was it? Shabbos Parshas Vayeira. She's asking of Vayeira. So the Rebbe says, according to this, it would be a good answer. But I have 2 questions on Tzemach Tzedek. Bleibt über die Scheile, was oder Tzemach Tzedek im geantwortet, no wegen Vayeira Elo Hashem in Parshas Vayeira, und nicht mehr gewesen als Vayeira Hashem el Avram, ich gewesen früher in Parshas Avram 2-mal. When he asked the question, Zaidi, why is the Rebbe revealing himself to Avram and not to me? So I said, should have told them, we learned it already 2 times. It's not the first time, and he doesn't mention it. Die Scheile ist noch größer. Der Antwort von Tzemach Tzedek, als der Rebbe hat sich bewiesen zu Avram Avinu, weil hat machlich, als darf sich mal sein, verempfert no dem Posik. Vayeira Elo Hashem, von unserer Seder. Es ist gekommen noch, der Achlote sich zu mal sein. Es bleibt aber die Scheile und gewähnt, wenn ich gehe Vayeira Hashem el Avrom Parshas Lecho sein gewen eder sich mal gewen wer Geschmack unbelievable what the Rebbe says that's a Tzedek is answering the Taid that comes 99 years and is deciding to do a bris so the Rebbe Rashab has the same question staying why did he reveal himself at the other ones and he didn't mention it he just answered that this Vayeira this is one answer now there comes the second Ois dalet lechoire kemen sagen dem Biur bezeh die zweimal Vayeira in Parshas Lecho seinen gewen Hakdome va achronet zu Anamiro as we mentioned before Vayeira Hashem el Avrom lezaracho etenes oretz azois Vayeira Hashem el Avrom vayomer elo that means he came to Avrom and it was a preface to going to say something to him Vayeira Hashem vayomer it says in the parenthesis Vayeira Hashem vayomer bemeile ot nicht genau der Vayeira zu einem zu welchen ist nicht der Amir very Geschmack that's the Rebbe nicht was it comes and why is he asking on this because the previous two Vayeros the Rebbe came to tell him something here he didn't say nothing if he didn't say nothing so that's why he's asking you if the Rebbe didn't say nothing why isn't he revealing to me in a question in Lech Lecho I could not ask the question because the Rebbe came to Avram to tell him something came to tell him I'm going to give you a roll to your kids the Rebbe Rashab is not going to tell the Rebbe is not going to reveal it to him he has nothing what to tell him so it's verstandig Moshe in unser Sedre now the Rebbe is continuing is not finished Moshe in unser Sedre is nicht gewen kein Amire oder kayoyts bezeb beim Parshas Vayeira it's just the Rebbe reveal to Avram let him reveal to me also the Vayeira is given ani for sich just reveal to him und der Fahrer sich der Rebbe nicht voneinander gewen darf gekesser zu dem Vayeira a beautiful Geschmack answer aber das ist nicht ausgehalten the Rebbe said it's not I can't use it the Rebbe is going to say why the Rebbe is going to say two reasons why I can't use this answer that the Rebbe was crying only here because in the other ones there was a preface to something the Rebbe was going to say he could not cry why is he not revealing to me to Avram he revealed himself because he had to tell him something one is the Zarach heute in the Soretz the second one is something else and the Rebbe Rashab nothing the Rebbe was going to come tell him so it's nothing but to cry about the Rebbe says two things number one Vielleicht der Vayeira ist gewöhnt zu lieber Amire ich finde man doch bekommen mit Koimus versteht Vayeira Hashem el Goimer und der Akdomas Vayeira Hashem davon manchmal so ich durch der Vayeira nie lassen wir nicht noch zu lieber Amire und der Kuschel durchte ist nicht so the answers are very geschmacklich what Rabbi says we can't use it we see in other places that the Rabbi says something to Avram and to other Vayeira Hashem without Vayeira so that is when it says Vayeira it says something special so I have to understand what the kushel duchte why is not revealing to me the Rebbe says no I have another thing why I can't use it euch der Vayeira von unser Sedre und gehat asibe hat asibe and if it asibe why is the Rebbe Rashab crying you don't have the sibe what's the sibe a mator miyuchedes there was a special reason why the Rebbe came rashe shut shel mikrozog levaker es achoyle und bei dem Rebbe nicht was reden ist doch nicht gewend die sibe it wasn't the choile so why are you crying why the Rebbe is not revealing to you the mail so I can't use it the answer that because of the first two things was with Amire and it was with Amire there was also something what was it the vaker is a choile you're not a choile why should the Rebbe come to you so I still we don't understand why the Rebbe Rashab was crying
4 or 5 if it was 4 I can't expect him to know the Midrash
say it again
if it was 4 I can't expect him to know the Midrash
so when it comes to the Rebbe is going to use that later also the Rebbe Rashab was on Chomish Mikro, we're taking the opinion that it was Ben Chomish. It's coming up in another Ben Chomish Mikro later. The Rebbe is talking about M. This next thing that the Rebbe is bringing from Balaturim, the Choy Rebbe, a beautiful answer, was going to take it up because he was a Ben Chomish Mikro and he knows only Rashi, he doesn't know the Balaturim. It's coming up now. I say, in Balaturim, state, Balaturim gives a new reason. Vayeira Hashem Hashem b'Parshasenu is given bishvil amile. What does it mean bishvil amile? in Schluss, was Avram Avinu hat kein gewinnt, Mitzvahs Mile. Al Pizeh, weil you can't heure answer according to the Balaturim, have a beautiful answer. As in dem ist bestanden die Teine und gewähnt von Rebbe nicht Moshe. This is why the Rebbe nicht Moshe cry. You also had a bris. Aber der Rebbe will to Avram Avinu because he had a bris. I also had a bris. Why doesn't he come to me? Wie bald das euch bei ihm ist dort das Schuss von Mile. He also had a bris. Der Rebbe kommt euch ihm das Schar von Vayeira Hashem. Beautiful. And the Rebbe is going to say that the answer of the Tzemach Tzedek would fit beautifully according to the Balaturim. But the Rebbe is going to say we can't use it. Let's learn footnote number 14, a very geschmack chkire what the Rebbe is having. ואף שמילוסוי אויסוס מן רב לפני זה, when the Rebbe come to Avram,
Right.
Shlishi Lemile, you're already 4 or 5 years old, but you want the Rebbe to come to you now? And not to forget, it was a very interesting point to make, that I remember the Fabrengen, it came out like quiz like this year, was Shabbos Chof Cheshvan, next Shabbos is going to be Shabbos V'Vorchim, so the Rebbe Fabrengen, the Rebbe Adachkire. Somebody has a bris, not that the day, when he comes, when he's growing up, and he wants to celebrate the day of his bris, when should he celebrate? The 8th day or the day that he had his bris? He didn't have his bris by the 8th day because he was sick, he was not well. But now if I want to celebrate, I have to celebrate by Yom HaShmini from the other side. How could you celebrate by Yom HaShmini if your bris was not by Yom HaShmini? So that Shabbos, the Rebbe made this chkira. Now it's relevant to this hour, big geschmack. So why you asking the Abish, why asking the Zaydi, why the Rebbe didn't come to me? Your bris was already 4 years ago. That's why he doesn't. So the Rebbe says, the Rebbe gives a beautiful answer. So clear is a mesubev, Sicha Vayeira Hashem Kishiyochel Avinu Lekabloi Ben Dalet V'Yosa. Very geschmack. The Rebbe could not reveal himself to you when you're 1 year old or 2 years old. He has to be in our age that you're going to understand that the Rebbe is coming to you. That's why by 4 years old, he has the same reason as by Avram Avinu. And the Rebbe is finishing up a Yumtak. It's going to be very, very sweet, very geschmack. בפרט על פי הידוע שמילי פעולה נמשכת. So even if it's 4 years old, 5 years old, it doesn't matter. It's a פעולה נמשכת and all life. The Rebbe brings down the Rogichova that he loved it. מפענח צפונויש.
Condition also, I think.
What?
Condition also.
Yeah. Kedushin. Mine's with Mazel Tov. I told him Kedushin is that פעולה נמשכת. I have to tell you Mazel Tov. He just got married. So the Rebbe says in Likkutei Sichois Chelek, you know, the Rebbe brings two things in Mile. Number one is literally take off the oil. That's one. Number two, you have to be a mode. And the Rebbe brings two proofs. Number one is from the Rambam. The Rambam says somebody was gemalet, and God forbid by 20, 30, 40 years old he decides he doesn't want. And there's a concept in Allah, it's called Moshe Holosoi, that is pulling slowly the skin, pulling till it's covering again. So it's not mode. So I see that it has to be mode our life. So it's pulling them shechers. The other thing the Rebbe brings, David HaMelech, the story in Gemara, he came into the bath, to the Beis Merchos, mikveh, and he saw that he has orum in a mitzvahs. He gave a look, he said he has a bris, so he was happy. So I see that bris, even when David HaMelech was already older, it's still going down. So that's why the Rebbe Rashab could cry, Rebbeinu Shalom, why don't you come to me? I also had a bris, the same as Avram Avinu. According to Balaturim, why did you come to Avram? Because he had a bris. I also had a bris. Now we'll understand beautiful also the answer. Gorgeous, beautiful answer. The Rebbe is going to make it to nothing. We can't use it. Okay. Now it's going to feed it. The answer of the Tzemach Tzedek also. As man kennt sich nicht vergleichen zu Avram. You can't compare yourself to Avram. Was sein Mitzvus Milot hat am Eile Meyuchedes. Hat sich mal gewinnt zu 90 Jahren. Und der Pfarrer hat darf gesagt, und zu Vayeira. You had the breeze. Der Tzemach Tzedek said, you had the breeze when you were 8 days old. Fine, everything is good. We know the Machlokes between Yitzchak and Ishmael. Who is more important, 13 years. But the Rebbe, Tzemach Tzedek said to him, Avram Avinu, 99 years old, and he's going to do it, he deserves. But you're not. That's what the answer. So the Choyre is a beautiful answer, according to Balaturim. The Rebbe is going to say, but this is, listen to this. It's so geschmack. From the other side, it's a doiche godel. You can't use it. Why? The Rebbe is going to give 2 reasons. Reason number 1, Aleph. Rashi mefarish kiniska loed. Rashi doesn't learn as the Balaturim. What does Rashi say? As the Vayeira Lev Hashem is given, nicht stam bishvil hamile, as the Balaturim says. No levaker es achoyle. He came to visit because he was sick. Shlish lemile. And Pirush Rashi al Torah is the choich for ben chomish lemikro. You see? Is mistaver as the shaile von Rebbe Mishmos Eden. Sein dicker Kind, the Rebbe says 4 or 5 years old, is always galt like Pirush Rashi from Fosse. And according to Pirush Rashi, he didn't come levaker as achoyle. You're not mila. He came levaker as achoyle, not because of the mila. You're not achoyle, but he what? Why should the Rebbe start revealing to you? So the question is, why did the Rebbe Rashab crying? So we can't use the Gishmak answer. Based a second reason why we can't use it. Even according to the Balaturim, about is Retzer wegen dem Rebbe Nishmos Eden. We talk about the Rebbe Nishmos Eden, as we said before, and the Rebbe is going to use it again. Butzin Mikat V'Yediyah. Was ein dicker Kind is in him given Nicker. The Rebbe says, exactly what the Gemara says. You saw already, aim von seinen später die Gemeides. As in a pumpkin, you see when he starts coming out, a mumche, that he has this field and he's growing pumpkins, could tell you, this is going to be a good one, this is going to be not a good one. So the Rebbe says that he had all the miles that we saw already who he's going to be. Keniska lo il butzim mekat v'yidiyeh. Ot doch sicher gewusst wegen dem Goydler Meile von Avodas Avraham Avinu bechlal. If he was such a smart boy, and we know already what he's going to grow up, he knew what Avraham Avinu is. So why are you coming to the Tzemach Tzedek to cry? The Rebbe Shter will them to Avraham, I want also. You know the miles of Avraham, you're not Avraham. Why do you asking that? So maybe we can't use this answer, because I also had a bris upon the Rebbe Shter revealed to me. Er hat verstanden, die Meile achit pshuto vekluyo, im Milas Avraham Avinu legabe mitzvahs Mile bechlal. Why? That's what the Tzemach Tzedek answered, because he's given an elder for 99 years. But the Meile nicht kein Ort. According to this, there's no room, even according to the Balaturim, because it's Rebbe Rashab was smart in, he knows, and we see what he's going to grow up. Meile hat nicht kein Ort, as the Rebbe Shmosei, na viel als a Kind, soll sich vergleichen zu Avraham Avinu. No, it doesn't make any sense. He should compare himself to Avraham Avinu. Bis zu Obma Teine. He's coming with a complaint to Favos, der Rebbe Shtor hat sich bewiesen zu Avraham Avinu, bis Chus Amile, und zu ihm beweist sich nicht. It doesn't make any sense. This was not the question of the Rebbe Shmosei. So we have to understand, number one, we have to understand, in general, why is he asking the question? Why are you asking the question? Why do you want the Rebbe to reveal to yourself the same as to Avraham Avinu? So we have the question, why did not ask about the previous two Vayeiros? Then the Rebbe is asking at the Tzemach Tzedek, why did Tzemach Tzedek not telling him there's already two Vayeiros before? Tzemach Tzedek should have told it to him. The other thing is that according to this, is answering only why the Rebbe revealed himself to Avraham because of the Mile. Why did he reveal himself in Parshas Vayeira twice? He didn't give him the answer. The question is still staying why. The Rebbe starts giving you the beautiful answer and explaining what it is. As other Rabbi, the tiny anal from Rebbe is, we learned that according to Rashi, we can't say that the Rebbe Rashab would cry and say because it says he came to Bakas Choyle, you're not a Choyle. This is not the opposite. Other Rabbi. From Rashi, the Rebbe Rashab has the right to cry. If not of Rashi, if Rashi wouldn't have said nothing, he wouldn't have any questions. Yes, Rabbi, die Teine Anal von Rebbe Shmosei ist gekommen Tage mit dem Wasser hat gewusst, was Rashi sagt, dass Vayeira Elo Vashem ist gewesen levakeres Achoyle. Lulei Pirush Rashi, if Rashi wouldn't have said nothing, wollte nicht gehabt kein Teine, verwas der Rebbe nicht dabei sich nicht zu ihm, wie zu Avraham Avinu, weil wie ist denn Scheich, also soll sich vergleichen zu Avraham Avinu. If Rashi says nothing, he wouldn't have the question. The Rebbe revealed himself to Avraham, because Avraham is what Rashi says levakeres Achoyle. I'm crying. Why am I crying? Because Rabbi Shloilo, I am sick. I'm sick the same as Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu is sick because of the Mile. I'm sick. I want to see you. I want you to reveal yourself to me. And the Rebbe is coming to me. Come to me also. What is Choyle? The Rebbe is giving a whole geschmack. What is a Vaker Choyle? Brings down from the Rambam, yeah? Rebbe Mitzvah, footnote 16. Because Choyle man gmilus chasodi. The Rambam, the Vaker Choylim ve'elu en gmilus chasodi. Das heißt, der Vayeira ist gewesen nicht, dass mit Miles Matrix Avraham Avinu, wäre Geschmack in der Parenthesis. It didn't come because of Avraham Avinu. No, it's not me, das Chesed shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Rebbe is Chesed, the Rebbe is doing Chesed, and we learn not, Ma'u goyim l'chsodim, Afatu goyim l'chsodim and everything. Also the Rebbe getained, that's why he was in complaint. Bald, as ihm Art was the Rebbe dabei sich nicht zu ihm, wie man hat noch gesehen hat, das hat ihm gebracht zu Prie. Was so badly hurt, that the Rebbe doesn't reveal to himself that he's crying. Darf der Rebbe goyim l'chesed sein, euch mit ihm, und beweisen sich euch sehr. Beautiful. This is the problem of the Rebbe Shmosei. This is his complaint. What?
Only Avram got to give it. Only Avram got to give it. It's not about you. It's not that anybody else. Just me.
Maybe he was thinking that it's Tzemach didn't. The Rebbe said in parenthesis euch. Ja, jetzt zu uns. Ja, die Beginning of the statement. Ja. Sorgen dich, was hat der Rebbe dabei wissen, zu Avraham Avinu und zu uns. The Rebbe legt zu ihm. He was crying about himself. Ihm is in parenthesis. Second paragraph. The end of the second paragraph on the right side.
I was wondering, that's why you needed this.
Ja, und zu ihm beweist sich nicht. Ja. Und zu uns, what does it mean uns? It means you. Der Rebbe is crying about himself, not about the Tzemach Tzedek. Okay. The Fize, next page. The Fize is Parenfeld, the pastors. Now we're going to have beautiful. One of the questions is, why didn't ask about the first two Vayeiros? It goes down the question. Fize is Parenfeld, the pastors, was hat nicht gefragt über die zweimal, Vayeira Hashem el Avraham Parshas Lech Lecho, weil dort ist der Vayeira gewesen verbunden mit Ma'alosoi shel Avraham Avinu. Here is not the Ma'al of Avraham, here is Poshet Goyim l'Chasodim. Goyim l'Chasodim come to me also. Und man kann sich nicht vergleichen zu Avraham Avinu. So that's why, when the other two, look at Geschmack, what the Rebbe looks into the Rebbe Rashab, 4-year-old, what he meant.
Really, that I was saying that you would think that Rabbi Rashab doesn't realize them. I think that they know.
He realized very, very, very well, yes. Let's learn footnote 18. Also, unbelievable Geschmack, what the Rebbe is Al Pi Ze Yumtak. According to this, how do you say Yumtak in English?
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know, it's going to be Geschmack. Huh? How would you translate it? Al Pi Ze Yumtak is going to be very Geschmack. Tastier. Listen to this. We see a different, not only the Rebbe Rashab didn't ask in the first two, because in the first two there's a completely different Vayeira. Where do we see it? Bebeis Hapsukim Baslech Nema Vayeira Hashem underlined Avram. That means that he came because of Avram Avinu. That's why he came to him. Velo Yeilov. What does it say here? Vayeira Eilov. Vayeira starts Vayeira Eilov. Why? He came to do Gemilas Chasodim. Nothing to do with the mind of Avram. If it had nothing to do with the mind of Avram, I want also. השנאמר זה ויעבר אברום ויעברום, מה שאין כבשסנו נאמר ויירו אילוב, כוויירו דפרשס לך לכו, או יהיו בקשר למיילס אברום, מה שאין כבשסנו, has nothing to do with מיילס אברום. Of מיילס אברום, it doesn't have a question. The Rebbe revealed to Avram Avinu because he's Avram Avinu. To me not. But if you come to be Mevakar Choyle, you come to Gemilas Chasodim, I need also Gemilas Chasodim. Beautiful. Now we're going to see what it's a matter against it. Let's understand. We know the question now. Now let's see what is the answer. If they don't think that's a machzed again, as Aid is machlut, that darf sich mal sein und wird, is wert, as the Rebbe soll sich beweisen. If somebody have said before, a tzaddik or Aid, 99 decides to do a bris, is worthy the Rebbe should reveal himself. Chotz da Vayeira Hashem is given, nicht mit zat Meilas Matregis Avram Avinu. It was not mit zat Ismaile. No mit zat Gemilas Chasodim Mishla Kodesh Baruch Hu. Darf man aber wert sein, dem Gmach, seiner Kehle zu dem Gilut. It's not because of Avram Avinu. It's because Gemilas Chasodim. But with the Gemilas Chasodim comes also another thing. You have to be a Kehle. What's the Kehle? That he did it by 99 years old, and you didn't. That's why it didn't come. That's why it doesn't come to you. Now, what is the Kehle? The Kehle to them is the Achlote. As in welchem Matze wer soll no sein. It's only by Avram. It didn't happen by the Rebbe Rashab. A viele wenn in der Darge von a Tzadik zu 99 Jahr darf sich mal sein. Ist auch der Tzadik so many years. As we learned last week in the Sicha, Kufain, it was 99. And let's say he started by 3. So he was 97 years old, he was already 96 years old, he was already a Tzadik. No, 100 when he had the baby, 99 by the bris. Yeah.
What was it, 93?
It says last week in the Sicha that Avram Avinu left Kufain Eishon, 175. The Torah says, Eikev Hashashom Avram Bekoili. Eikev means because. Eikev also is Kufayim base. 172 years, Avram Avinu listened to me. So when did he start? When he was 3 years old.
There's another sickle that ever says, it says, it's Yom Shleim, that even the 3 years since he was learning, it's also counted.
The 3 years.
Even though 3 years is counted, because it says it's a
Even when he was born.
Because he was in the journey of discovering, the Rabbi uses the
Okay, very good. Okay. So we have beautiful the question of the Rebbe, and so the Choyre, all questions were enough. Beautiful, right? Let's see what the Rebbe is going to say. If then Biur Anal Kemel Choyre fragt, we have a question. Sof is the reading from Bikochoilim, nicht stam Hayim from Gemilas Chasodim. You want to compare the Rebbe Rashab and compare himself because he's crying, because he feels bad, so you have to do Gemilas Chassid, come to me, right? The Rebbe says, no. Bikochoilim and Gemilas Chasodim is the Choyre. Noch es ot atoich meyuchet, es verbunden mit der Choyle Davke. Why did the Rebbe come to him to do Gemilas Chasodim? Because it was a Choyle. You Rebbe Rashab, you're not a Choyle. With dem Biko verringert man die Isurim von dem Choyle. There's a special thing there. It's a special Gemilas Chasodim because you're making him easier of with the sickness. Und das Gufe helft zu sein Refuah. He brings down in footnote 21, the Mevaker is making him easier his sickness. Befragt wie es steht in Gemorre, as es nimmt zu Echot Meshishi von dem Choyle. Takes away 1 of 60 if you come to visit them. But das ist a viele bei a Biko von a Benoda. Even if somebody, a person naive, goes to visit somebody else, it takes away a 60. Valachas kamo bekamo, as the Bibel's Biko Choylim, poil Sicha bervos a Choyle. Doch Sicha is poil bervos a Choyle. Now the Rebbe is going to say, according to this, again, we don't understand why did the Rebbe Rashab cry. Tells sich bemeile, die Scheile. Wie azoi hat der Rebbe nicht Moshe abgelernt von Vayeira Eile Vashem, levaker es a Choyle, as the Rebbe is to beweise Choych zu liebeinander in von Gemilas Chasodim. The Rebbe are doing Gemilas Chasodim when it's atoyeles in it, when somebody is sick, but you are not. And as we said before, that in Vayeira, that we're starting our Parsha, there's two reasons why the Rebbe came. He came because he was sick. And why is he came? Because he was sick? Because of Gemilas Chasodim. And you're not sick, right? You don't have this. The of refuah. You don't have the of sickness that you need refuah. As the Rebbe said, "Baba, Sichois Chelek banana rim for Gemilas Chasodim." How did the Rebbe Rashab know that the Rebbe is doing Gemilas Chasodim? Even somebody that he doesn't need this taking away his sickness from him. Was ist nicht verbunden mit der Keule, was davon mal refuah ist. The Rebbe Rashab. The Mevaker is not mecholio. Here it doesn't have nothing what to take away from you. So a beautiful question that the Rebbe is asking still, why did the Rebbe Rashab cry? That we das verstehen bei Egdem, was die Gemorre lernt auch von Vayeira Elo Vashem. Die Gemorre lernt von Vayeira Elo Vashem, as Punkt, HaKadosh Baruch Hu biker choilim, afato baker choilim. Was euch in dem ist nicht verstandig, als der Kusche anal. The Rebbe is going to say the Gemorre is not understood. If we're going to explain the Gemorre, we're going to understand this also. Die Gemorre sagt, as Davke bei Ben Giloi, von dem Choile wer durch sein biker choilim, aufgetan als Neutel Mecholio. If a young boy comes to visit an old man, probably it doesn't take away nothing. If an old man comes to a young boy, it doesn't take away nothing. The Gemara says, has to be Ben Giloi. I looked up in the Meforshim, they say that it doesn't mean that age different. It means born in the same muzzle. Let's say it was born on Chodesh Av, Chodesh Elul, Chodesh Cheshvan, they have to be born in the same, they have the same muzzle. Then when he comes to visit them, it takes away from his sickness. As Neutel Mecholio, and we came up and so if the Gemara says it has to be Ben Giloi, we came up and from was HaKadosh Baruch Hu biker choilim, was sein biker choilim is sicher noch mehr wie Ben Giloi. The Rebbe brings down a gewaltig medrash that the Rebbe is a twin with the Eden. So for sure, if he's a twin, for sure he could take away the sickness. Was HaKadosh Baruch Hu biker choilim, was sein biker choilim is sicher noch mehr wie Ben Giloi. As bei jeder Eden, was Rubab seine nicht Ben Giloi, darf sein biker choilim. Aus the Gemara learning from there, the Gemara itself says that you have to be Ben Giloi. And the Rebbe came to be Mevaker Avraham Avinu because he's Ben Giloi. How could he learn that the Rebbe is going to come to be Mevaker everybody? How could he come to be Mevaker the Rebbe Rashab? So we have two questions. Number one of the Rebbe Rashab. Number two, the Gemara we don't understand. Shloimar, as Rashi, the Rebbe is going to answer it, we're going to understand both things. Shloimar, as Rashi is Maramis, the Biur al Zeh, Bepirusho Ido ala Torah. We're going to see a very interesting thing, a point that Rashi is saying something, and it's unbelievable. What did Rashi want? It looks like it's repetition, not important. The Rebbe is going to beautifully explain what Rashi meant. Yishlema as Rashi is Maram is the Biur al Zeh Bepirusho Ido ala Torah. Damit was sagt, levaker es hachoyle, enough. Rebbe came Vayeira Elo Vashem levaker es hachoyle. Omar Rab Chome bar Chanina, Yoim Shlishi lemeloso yoyo, ubo HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'shoal b'shloimo. Lechoyer is nicht moving der Arichos beloshon Rashi. It's not understood what does Rashi want here. Sagt doch schon levaker es hachoyle. He just said levaker es hachoyle. What is a Moshe ubo HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'shoal b'shloimo? If somebody comes to visit somebody who is sick, what does he do? Hello, how are you? How do you feel? Yesterday was worse, today is better. You're getting better. Chas v'shalom, you're getting worse. You're the same. That's what you ask. What is Rashi bringing? And also another question is, why does Rashi bring the name of the Tane? How many times did we learn that the Rebbe brings, the Rashi brings a name of somebody and it's relevant and it's teaching us something? Omar Rab Chome bar Chanina. Now the meat, Rashi comes to teach us something. The meat bavon Rashi, das was der Rebbe ist gekommen zu Avrom levaker es hachoyle. Es ist nicht gewenke der Jakob zu nehmen von sein Choili, no bloß Lischel beschleim lekamon. Der Rebbe puts here the seed. You know what the Rebbe came to Avrom? Rashi says levaker es hachoyle. What does it mean? Lischel beschleim. It did not come to take away a 60 or to get them or to cure it. This is not what the Rebbe came. According to this, everything is going to be understood. Now it's understood why the Rebbe Rashab is saying it, and why the Gemara says that we could learn from the Rebbe, because the Rebbe didn't come to take away sickness. He just came to ask him what it is. The Rebbe is going to explain in his chess beautiful what it is. What do we see? Noch Vayeira Elo Vashem steht, as Avrom hat gesehen shloisha anoshim nitzavim olo. So the three malochim. Zogt Rashi, the Rebbe underlined Rashi. As einer von sie ist gekommen, lerapois es Avrom. The Rebbe didn't come to take off a 60 yet, and then the Refoid is going to come to cure it. It doesn't make any sense. The Rebbe came, Lishol b'shloimoy. That's it. How are you today? That's it. Not to cure it. V'bal das sei wir euchom Vayeira Elo Vashem. Vitat Vayeira Elo Vashem. Is Avrom Oisgel geworden im Ganzen durch Malach Refoid. Is Refoid came from Malach Mechoid. Und gleich wäre es gekommen. Where do we see? Avrom is sitting by the door like Shlishi Lemile, 99-year-old. He can't move. And all of a sudden, Refoid comes. Vayorotz, what's the lotion? Velaboko rotz Avrom. He's running all of a sudden. When the Rebster is there, he didn't. When Raphael came, right away he got better. But doch nicht kein Notz, it doesn't make any sense to say, as mit a Weile früher, Mamish one after the other, the Rebster is sitting with them, and he's going to greet the three Malachim. Erst mit a Weile früher, a second before, so the Rebster kommen, big dates are up them von him, bloß Sicha, but he's gaining by that. So I must say that the Rebster came only, Lishel Bishloimoi. Okay, now let's learn 31. It's going to answer the question what I said before. Why is he bringing the name of the Tane? Beautiful, beautiful. The Bar Kodesh Baruch Hu B'Shoal B'Shloimah. He could have said, Rashi could have said Levaker Sachoyle, Bar Kodesh Baruch Hu B'Shoal B'Shloimah. He brings his name. Why? Rabchome Bar Chanine. כי הוא אמן דאומר בסוית שום, מה הקודש ברוך הוא ביקר חוילי בקסיב הירו, אפתו, ולשיטוסי יוזית. If Rabbi Bachome says that you're learning out from the Eibishter, that you have to go be Mevaker Choydim, how could he say it? The Eibishter could come Mevaker, take off a sickness, because it's the same, the Eibishter could. How could I do it? No. He says, he come Glishel Bishloimon. That's why Rashi brings down his name, because it's the same guy. To be Kurish LaKodesh Baruch Hu Slavrom, or Yorak Glishel Bishloimon. Lochein, Ma Kodesh Baruch Hu, what's the Rebbe coming to ask, how are you? Everybody could do the same mitzvah, Afato, go and ask him how he is. Afato v'chul. Beautiful. The Rebbe is the Rashi Medayik. I will understand why Rashi is saying it. Rashi is not satisfied with Levaker Esachoyle. It's a Bikur Choylim, but not to cure him, not to take away a 16. Bikur Choylim, Lishel Bishloimoi. Beautiful. As the Matorah of the Bikur Choylim Shla Kodesh Baruch Hu is given, Nicht Lerapois. He didn't come to not cure him, and not to take off 160. No blois an ihm von Willis Chasodim, und der Fahrer lernt, wenn der Fun, now we could answer the Gemorre. Now I could learn from that, Rome Bar Chome could learn this Gemorre, you're not coming to take off, because the Rebbe said before in the Sicha, most of them to go visit somebody else is not Ben Giloi. Most of them is not Ben Giloi. And still we have the mitzvah to do it. How could it be? Because it's Lishel Bishloimoi not to cure it. Bald as the Rebbe is gekommen Levaker Sachoyle, als Willis Chasodim, und nicht verrobt them in Mecholio. Now it's understood, both things, the Gemara is understood, and why the Rebbe Rasha did cry. The Rebbe nicht besäudigen gar die Teine, als man sagt, Willis Chasodim darf der Rebbe beweisen sich euch zu ihm, kenisch kaloi. Everything is beautiful, no questions, every way that you could learn it, and now the Rebbe is going to learn, as we said before, the Rebbe is going to bring out the limud what we could learn from it, and it's just unreal, I'm telling you, unreal. I think me and Rabbi Holtzman are the only ones here that we have Bochshem married kids and older kids, but whoever's going to listen to that on the Zoom in the project Likkutei Sichois, whoever's listening here, you have family, small kids, listen to it. It's very, very, very important. I can't tell you how many times it's important to listen to it. And Be'ezras Hashem, if you're doing this, what the Rebbe wants here, you're going to have raise a family as it's supposed to be, and you're going to have nachas, and the Rebbe is going to be zufrieden, and the Mitzvah Shem, the Rebbe is going to be revealed very soon as Moshiach. You're going to be able to say, Rei Gidulim Shigidalnu, in such a golus, and it's a terrible golus. We already, Tovshin Peidalid is 30 years from Gimel Tammuz, not from Chav Zayin Adar. Tammuz, Chas V'Sholem, it's not, hopefully it's not going to be Gimel Tammuz again with, as last year. It's going to be already after the Geula. The Geret Amol Ba'arucho, in any of the Eroes, the Choyre doesn't belong in the recording, but I can't hold myself back. I mean, I see what the Rebbe wants from us, and it's just amazing, amazing. I mean, by the end, I'm going to give you some, without some answers. The Geret Amol Ba'arucho is any of the Eroes, was Medaf Arois Neme von dem Sipo. What's one of the Eroes that we have to take up? The Balda Moranal mit dem Rebbe nicht Moshe dann passiert, wenn es gewinnt ein Kind von 4 oder 5 Jahren. As the Gemara said, the Gemara is all debating Suves, if who should you take as Talmidim? So one day, Moire, one Tane, they were debating between them. I want to take Talmidim, I want to be a teacher. I told them, Botzer Mebarshis, take me. Don't take less than 6 years. He was less than 6, he was 4 or 5. He's the Funa Iroe, as a viele a kind was his alt 4 oder 5 Jahre. Listen to this. Kämen bei ihm herausrufen, durch a Chinuch kedeboye. If you do the Chinuch kedeboye, a Tshuke zu Ruchnis und Gettlichkeit. A yawning, a longing to Ruchnis and Gettlichkeit. Bis zu a Tshuke niflo, was ruft heraus Priye. Boy, Shloilam. A child of 4 years old comes to his aid and he's crying, I want the Rebbe to reveal to me. Where do you see such a thing? Es ist nicht kein Stire, lechoire der Rebbe gesehen, Geschmack. It's a Stire from the Rambam. What does the Rambam say? The Rambam says, the Rambam When you get the Moifan Limon with the cotton, the Rambam gives you a way in Chinuch. As man darf im Mezare sein, if you want me to learn Torah, mit Dvorim Shem Ha'uvim, Etzlo Lekatnu Shono. If he's young, give him nuts. Then give him some money, give him ice cream. That's what the Rambam says. Kro, werden lechoy goizim, learn, I'm going to give you nuts. While the Moira now, to the Rambam. You say that you could bring a child of 4 years old to want a likus. You say the Rambam says no, give him things that he loves. What does he love? He loves a likus or he loves nuts. Kro werden lechoy goizim, while the Moira now befragt noch dem, this parenthesis, very important. Noch befragt noch dem, wie tvoi Kedushas Moira bekommen hat Mord von Fasten gewählt. You know what the Friedrich Rebbe did? Friedrich Rebbe opened up a tziner. When you look in Zoyar, everything is Posach Abshimem, Posach Ababe, everything is Posach. What is it? You have a pipe. You can get nothing from there. After you open up the pipe, it comes. The Friedrich Rebbe opened up the pipe. And how? Friedrich Rebbe revealed it to us. He revealed it to us. And then the Rebbe is continuing. Why Dafke the Rebbe Rashab did it? Beautiful, because we're going to learn this.
I figured the frog, that's in the Rebbe Rashab.
Yes, the Hemshem versteht das. But if the Friedrich Rebbe would, excellent. If the Friedrich Rebbe would have told us about it, we would know about it. So the Friedrich Rebbe is the one that the Tzina opened the Rebbe Nishmos said. Okay.
The Rebbe opened this.
The Rebbe because the Rebbe revealed it in Yom Yom.
Nobody knew about it.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, okay. So we had in Ganyo. We fraged the Rebbe.
But the sinner was nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
No one knew.
Okay, very good. Okay. Megalig ben dem derech we shlema noch mehr. Mechadish given, listen to this. Mechadish given dem derech bechinuch. It's a new thing. Now the Rambam, nobody else like this. It's a new thing. How could you do a new thing? The Rebbe is going to answer it. V'lo shachsides, hat geöffnet a nayem zinor. What is the zinor? Am soll kennen, mechanech sein Kind. It's possible. You could raise your kid bis Gettlichkeit soll werden. Der Rambam sagt, warum Shem Ha'ovim Natz? No. Was bei ihm, warum Ha'ovim? Gettlichkeit. Es soll werden, warum Shem Ha'ovim Etzloi, a teil euch von sein Katus Shono. Instead of Katus Shono, which you want nuts, he's going to give him Elikus. Also, we begin with the Gere Kama in Yoni Moich LaLoche, as Nishtanu Ativim. That's the question, how could it be? For thousands of years we didn't know about it, and the Rebbe Rashab opened up all of a sudden the Pesach, and it became that you could do it. Why? The Rebbe says, I looked in the hour 38. I mean, it's sometimes I feel that I'm doing too much, but I think it's Geschmack that we learn new things. What the Rebbe is bringing down, like the Gemara with Rove with Rabbi with Abaye, and they were kids. What does mean butzin? I never knew about it till I learned the Sicha. And by us, when we learned as young children, they told us butzin, slowly you get knowledge. It's not true. This is not what the Gemara wants. The same thing is here also. I looked it up. The Rebbe says the Ramo. There's a Shaloch in Shulchan Aruch. God forbid somebody passed away without children, and the wife is pregnant, and she had a baby then. So the Gemara says, when is Potter from Ibun and Chlitze, if she had a baby after 9 full months, and even if he died by birth, she had a baby, that's it, no Chlitze, no Ibun. Comes the Ramo and says, the fact, that's what he says, we see the fact that the minute she was in 1 day in the 9th month, is a bar kayom. So what is going on here? So the Ramo says, Nishtanu ativim. That's one thing that the Rebbe brings down Nishtanu in the Aures. It's a Ramo. Then the Rebbe said, Shulchan Aruch had morazokim. I opened the Shulchan Aruch and I looked in. The Alter Rebbe gives that I never learned that. After every meal, you have to eat salt, you have to drink water. And the Alter Rebbe tells you, if you eat the salt with this finger, Chas v'shalom, you're going to be poor. And not exactly. If you eat with this finger, Chas v'shalom, you're going to die. I don't know. Things, marvelous things. And the water you have to drink. If you don't do it, sakonis nefoshes. Then the Alter Rebbe is finishing. What does the Alter Rebbe say? ועכשיו לא ינהגו כלל באכילת מלח אחר הסודה, ואינו ניזויקים. We don't need salt after. The Alter Rebbe says, מפני שנשתנו עטיבים. So the Rebbe says, if נשתנו עטיבים in salt, and in having a baby first day in the night, and not full 9 months, for sure that we could change tiva, that the Rebbe Rashab opened the tzino for the Friedrich Rebbe and to the Rebbe, that this is the tzino that a child of 4 years old could be dvorim shem ha'ovim etzloi elikos. Oishur. And therefore, we rob my bio, we still in the bio. Why not in the time of the Rambam, in the time of the Alter Rebbe? Why wasn't it then? As we do, when du Hamoira was passiert mit dem Rebbe nicht was sehen. Wir hatten also bei der Rebbe Rashab. why the Rebbe Rashab, beautiful, the answer is going to be beautiful, why? Wenn man das verstehen, bei Agdim Abir, was der Gili von Timis HaTeuro, ist gekommen, darf gibt der Sachen. You have a beautiful parallel. The bio of Timis HaTeuro, Chassidus, Kabbalah, Zohar, everything came, darf now. 1,000 years, 2,000 years ago, it was not there. How was it revealed? Durch den Arizal. Und dann noch durch den Baal Shem Tov, bis in der Neufung von der Soge und Avone, das ist Chassidus Chabad, das modern Chassidus Wolin, Poilen, as you call it, durch teures Chassidus Chabad, it's called Chabad, because it have to come down in a Soge and Avone, not just, wie sagt man, lofty words. Lechoire, Rabbi is asking a question, Achshor Dore? Bit me. Our generation is better than the other generations. For God's sake, the generations are going down, not up. So by now we have this revelation that you could take a 4-year-old and give him chinuch that you should want elikus. Is you do einer von den Buren was it? And the Rebbe in footnote 39, the Arizal says, "Shekosav the davke bedoyros elu achroinim muter umitzve legalo is a chochma." And this Hasoge Avone, he brings down the Zohar, is Parnas und Menei. It's Parnas und Menei meant, it's not some lofty things. You get Parnasa from it, like you go to a job and you do. If you don't do the job, you don't get paid. You do the job, you get paid here also. You learn Chassidus, it should have an effect on you, it should give you a drive, it should give you the way how to live. It's hard was the Doros HaChoinim is the Choisher Gresser, very simple. Because the Choisher is getting more, not Achshar Dore. The door is going down. But still, the Choisher Gresser, you need more oil. But there is a bit done. The same thing is here. Mitzad, there is Gabros HaChoisher Shebedoros HaChoinim, because it's getting more dark and down. But when that kids, they give them koyach, so mechaner sein Kinder, botzem überschiss. You don't have to wait to 6 years old. As Ruchnis und Elikus, soll werden ein Teil von seinem Leben, Keniskare. Elikus and Ruchnis becomes a part of their life, and you could call it, what the Rambam says, this is Dover or Wesley. Das ist der Tam, was sie in sehr, also heute geht durch am Eure. Na, wer hat answer the question, why darf geht der Rebbe Rashab? So passiert mit dem Rebbe nicht Moshe reden. Mein Jonah Melichodim. What was the Rebbe Rashab? Jonah Melichodim, Rebbe nicht Moshe reden ist gewähnt, was hat mir Yasser gewähnt, Yeshivas dem Chetmimim, wo wir so lernen, Nigle der Teuro, zusammen mit Nimis der Teuro, als der Teuro Achas. The Rebbe Rashab had a special thing, and it brought on in the Sichas, that he said himself, that he was vulgaring, I don't know how to say it in English, he went from oil to oil, 10 years he was going on oil, till he decided to make the Yeshiva Tem Chetmimim, and he was choosing, it shows all of us, it shows each and everyone till Moshe is going to come, who's going to be a Tomim, who's going to be there, and who's going to be a Talmud in Yeshiva Tem Chetmimim, came to Chastor at night, after the Akofis and after everything, the Rebbe Rashab started, like we say by the Akofis, Toim Chetmimim, Oishiono, so the Rebbe Rashab said, Toim Chetmimim, Oishiono, and he decided to make the Yeshiva. So what is the what he did? He did a new thing. Till the Rebbe Rashab, it was not such a thing. There was no yeshivas. They learned Seder Chassidus, Seder Nigle by everybody. Started from 10, 11, 12 years old. Started learning Chassidus every day. And is als Agdome dazu. Listen to this. A brief is that the Rebbe Rashab should be able to make such a yeshiva. He had the story when he was 4 years old. Now Agdome dazu hat man gedacht, Pesher sein Anayim Zinoi. To be able to make the yeshiva, learn a Nigle Chassidus, you have to have a new pipe. Und an neuem derech in den Chinuch. Was ist nur derech in den Chinuch? Also viele, wenn der Kind ist noch halb 4 oder 5 Jahre, können wir bei ihm ein Räusch rufen, Matschuke niflo. Soll glusten, als der Oibischter soll sich zu ihm beweisen. Und it could affect that a child of 4 years old should, what does he want? He wants the Rebbe should will him something. Und an Noge Amuro, but the Velechem ruft Meshichoi. The Gemara says in Shabbos, Al Tigo b'Meshichoi goes on the little kids. So if this conduct could be by the little children, the Achone, you call him Shichoi. The Achone grow to be as Begillah Mashiach. This is going to bring to the revelation of Mashiach. When it's Zayin, Vayeira Hashem, just the gold Sicha is on Vayeira, and Vayeira Hashem, the Shai says in his prophet, what's going to be there? It's going to be such a revelation. You're going to see a table, but you're going to see the Elikus that's Machai the table. As the Alter Rebbe, before he passed away, said he doesn't see the beams, he sees the Elikus that's Machai. So it's going to be a thing that today can be. If there is a revelation of godliness, everything goes no more gashmias. The Rebbe is going to do when Moshe is going to come. The raw kol bosor yardov, the flesh. It doesn't say raw yardov with the eyes. Raw kol bosor yardov with your eigene, with your flesh and blood. You're going to see it. The matom asorot vochim. Not going to be higher than asorot vochim. Means the matom mamish. Because of mamish and osimar, as the Baal Shem Tov Aliyah in Ech LaMashiach, and he answered them. Amos Osimar. So osimar do malke Mashiach.